A home, a school, a job. 2 Ukrainian families living in Stoughton have all 3. Well, sort of.
For months now, the feds haven't given those families the work permits needed to utilize the jobs they have lined up and waiting. As investigative reporter Naomi Coles explains, it's a predicament shared by thousands of Ukrainians.
The children are in school, but their parents still in limbo, wanting to work.
So we are waiting 4 months already.
You've met the Sokor and Romashchenko families before. Fleeing the war in Ukraine, they resettled in Stoughton in April. Yet here we are in September. None of the 4 parents have their work permits.
My wife is volunteer now in school.
Grateful from one point of view that there is like an opportunity to be a volunteer, but why not working?
We would say in Ukraine like you're sitting on someone's shoulders, and we don't want to sit like this and want to work, to be useful, to do something, to pay taxes.
Renee Lushai helped found the Stoughton resettlement group. They're helping these and other Ukrainian families resettle.
I guess I don't understand what the complication is. I mean, we have 4 families ready and willing and begging to work.
She's gotten Senator Tammy Baldwin's office involved, but even her office hasn't had much luck.
Slava is a constant joker. The other day I was over there, we were celebrating Natalia's birthday, and I was asking and we were talking, and I said, is there anything you guys need? You know, you have food, you're good, right? What do you need? And Slava, work permit, work permit, work permit. So that's all they're waiting for.
What's happening to these 2 families in Stoughton is happening to families all over the country. In fact, just this morning, 2 senators sent a letter to the feds demanding action on work permit backlogs. The letter to the head of the Federal Citizenship and Immigration Services cited thousands of Ukrainians arriving since April still waiting on permits, some told to wait a year. A different senator in June cited a backlog of 1.5 million work permit applications. For context, before the Trump administration, there was a rule that work permits had to be issued within 90 days.
Have to keep pressure in our government to really help these families.
Fabiola Hamden manages the Immigration Affairs Department for Dane County. Their office is managing casework for 12 Ukrainian families, 11 of whom are waiting on permits.
Just same thing happened with the Afghan families. Once you move to another country, I think financial stability comes first, so you can move on with your life.
If our country offered and invited them into our country, which we did, and we're happy they're here, our community is so much richer for it, then we have to make sure we have the infrastructure and the capacity in place to be able to help them help themselves.
For News 3 Investigates, I'm Naomi Coles.
Hear more from Dane County's Immigration Affairs this Sunday on For the Record on the issue.
And on a lighter note, if you're interested in supporting either of these or several other Ukrainian families, the Stoughton Resettlement Group is helping. Head to the Coffee for All Bistro Cafe in Stoughton between September 23rd and the 25th for a Ukrainian weekend full of festivities.